Welcome to Tabletop Mike, and today we're looking at the first issue of the Age of Sigmar Mortal Realms subscription magazine. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we have issue 1 of the Age of Sigmar Mortal Realms Hatchworked weekly subscription magazine. So this is issue 1, and what have we got here? So we've got the Age of Sigmar, the Realms of Death, and your first battle. Right, before we go into the magazine, let's have a look at the content. So we have a 12-inch ruler. These are normally what comes in the box sets and the Conquest games, the Conquest subscription. And then it comes with 13 miniatures. We have 6 dice, 10 bases. So we have the Stormcast Eternals, and there's 3 of these with 3 bases. As we can see here, the actual leader here, she comes bareheaded, but you actually have 2 options. You can have a bare head and head with the plume. And then we have the Nighthaunts. So there is 10 of these. I like how these are very cool. They're all on chains. And these are the ones that come with the 10 bases. So each of these are not in the standard grey plastic that GW normally does. These are in the nice different colours. But I'm sure we'll paint those up at some stage. What else comes in the magazine? We actually have a free poster inside. This actually gives you a nice little breakdown of what is in the magazine. As you can probably see here, we have what we're going to get in the subscription. So we've got the Stormcast Eternals section here, lots of models. We have a train section, and we have the Nighthaunts. So it's interesting that it's only the first set that's coloured. The rest are in the GW grey, but we'll see how it progresses in the actual subscription. See if they stick with the gold colours or if they stick to the grey. One thing to note here is that this model looks to be exclusive to the subscription, so that is going to be good to get. And then the poster on the back, probably not going to be able to see it very well on here, but that's all good. Oh, and then we have some other bits here. If we do the subscription, these are our free gifts for the subscription. So these are over a course of deliveries. I think the first delivery you'll be getting the snippers, the glue, and the mold line remover. And I think as you go through, you get each one of this. This is the premium subscription. So for £2 more per issue, you're going to get 4 more factions. This will probably be quarterly over the subscription. So your first quarter, you'll get the Flesh Eater's Courts. I have subscribed to the magazine as I did the Warhammer Conquest, but I haven't done the premium. I've just done the base one. What else we have here? We have a playmat. So you've got a blank side and a layout. So I'm assuming this is where you put the Nighthaunts, this is where you put your Stormcast. But we will look into the magazine, and that will probably become a lot clearer. And what have we got here? Oh, a little envelope that says, "Dear news agent, please reserve my copy of the Mortal Realms Now, if you're going to do the subscription, you won't need that. We have a cool little map going on here. This must be the map of the Mortal Realms, I guess. Just to let you know, I do not know much about Age of Sigmar, so this subscription is going to be me learning this game, as I know barely little. Nagash, he sounds pretty cool. Looks like some sort of skeleton, zombie, ghost sort of thing. And then what is the, oh, this is just your subscription. Goes into your details on your subscription. There you go, yeah, all the free gifts in there and whatnot. Okay, lovely. And then your premium again. Right, let's go into the magazine. Let's have a look here. So issue 1, let's have a quick flick through. Actually, before we have a quick flick through, let's have a look at the cost involved in these miniatures. So the Stormcast Eternals are coming in at £10. So these are the easy to build ones. So they just clip together. And the Nighthaunts chain rasps are coming in at £25. So that's a £35 model collection just right there for a £2.99 magazine. So you are making a huge saving. Right, let's have a little flick through. So the realms, the Age of Sigmar. The God King Sigmar has returned. His storm hosts pour forth to remove the taint of chaos from all 8 of mortal realms. Though his forces have had many great victories, the war is far from won, for Sigmar has many enemies. Okay, so straight off the back there, God King Sigmar. Is that some parallels to the Emperor in 40k? And the 8 mortal realms. Okay, a lot to learn here, I see. Chaos. The dark gods of chaos use their mortal followers to spread death and destruction. Sigmar's Stormcast Eternals were created to stop them. Okay, so just like in 40k, there are chaos gods. And as the Emperor has created the Space Marines to fight, actually didn't create them to fight chaos, but it looks like the Stormcast Eternals are the goodies of this universe. So we got some bits about the Stormcast Eternals there. I will read through those in good time. The Sequitors, these are the guys that you get in the first issue, the models, the 3 models. And it goes through their war gear. The Nighthaunts, so these are the baddies. Raised from the dead by Nagash's magical experiments, the Nighthaunts have burst forth from the graves and barrows. Their ice-cold claws and scything blades have already carved a path of death and terror across the mortal realms. Cool, so these are like ghosts, basically, that this Nagash has summoned up. And the chain rasps. Okay, so these are the guys that you get. So the chain rasps are the most numerous of the spirits that make up the Nighthaunts. What have we got here? In death, they wear the chains that bound them in life. Wow. So that's why they've got all of these chains on these models, because they're actually prisoners, or vicious prisoners to have had ever lived in the mortal realms. So these guys are the people that have been probably died in jail. There we go, the chains. So these are the bad guys, brought back to life as ghosts to do some more bad things to the mortal realms. I like those already. I think these are the guys that I'm probably going to paint more than I'm the Stormcast Eternals. And we have a build guide. As we notice here, there is 2 heads for the I don't know what their leaders are called, but basically they're leaders, squad leaders or whatever. Yeah, for that lady. I'm actually using that model is actually a 40k model, so I'm actually converting her into a, I don't know how well you can see that, into a Inquisitor. So I've removed the shield and put in a Deathwatch shield and swapped out the mace for a sword, and I've put in some servo skulls and gave her a gun and that sort of stuff. Right, some more build guides for the chain rasps horde. Looks like you get an extra component here, so you don't need this component 19. Okay, so this looks like the sprue can make an alternative one, but I don't think we're going to do that in this issue. We'll see how to paint. Just saying that the hobby is good with painted models rather than grey plastic ones. I'm sure that going through the issues we will have a painting guide from. Whether I will use the guides to paint them, I'm not sure yet. And then we have the Eve of Battle. Just explaining here that over the course of your magazine you'll be getting lots of figures to play big battles. Grave Danger. What is this? This looks like the first rule sets for the game. Just having a brief overlook. It looks like we are going straight into close combat, it looks like here. I don't know the phases of Age of Sigmar. I'm guessing there's not a lot of shooting maybe in this game, so this may be more of a close combat sort of game. So this is why they're showing you this. Anastasia Starstrike. So this actually might be the name of this character here. And her band of sequitors have been sent to secure ruins of an ancient temple. Ahead lie the broken remains of structures surrounded on all sides by shattered headstones, ruined tombs and forgotten burrows. As the sequitors step foot upon the temple floor, the dead rise. The chain wraith hordes rise from the temple stone, chains rattling as they descend upon the sequitors. Cool little story there. Yep, so it just gives you a piling move, weapons to hit. It's very similar to 40k, and then we're just removing models. So yeah, so the sequitors are hitting on +3s. Okay, and then it goes over to the chain rasps attack. So they pile in again, and then they have their weapon attacks. So 2 attacks, and they're hitting on 4s, and you're removing models. Obviously, there's a lot more of them, although their to hit is a lot lower. Okay, so then what we have here is what we're going to get in the next couple of issues. So issue 2 looks like we're going to get 4 models, and these are the Banshees, and our first paint, Corex White, and a brush. And then issue 3, we're going to get another 4 models. These are the Stormcasters with crossbows, it looks like, and another paint, the Retributor armor. So straight off the bat there, we can see that there really is some parallels with 40k. it looks like we have some Chaos Gods. I don't know if they're similar to the Warhammer, the 40k Chaos Gods, but it's similar enough. Stormcasters look like the Space Marines of this genre game, whatnot. And Sigma seems to be the God Emperor of, sort of parallels with the God Emperor in 40k. So as I said, I will be subscribing to this magazine, so hopefully should be doing a video for each episode. So yeah, so issue 2 hopefully is coming out soon. I'm not too sure when we're going to get the first delivery of magazines in the post, so there might be a delay getting each video out. So, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear, see how it goes. So I mean, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe so you know when the next videos are coming through. And until next time, build, paint, and play. See ya.